Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the campus of Miami Trace High School. This is Rick Phillips for CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority. We are live here in the Miami Trace gym. They are hosting the Chillicothe Cavaliers tonight, and they will be starting the game, as you can see on the clock there, at about just under 17 minutes. I'm flying solo tonight, so I beg your forgiveness, and don't be too hard on me, since I'm going to have to do the switching, control the scoring, take care of the announcing, broadcast, try to name a few names as far as some of the players and the action that goes on the floor. I'm sort of doing it all, and bear with me. We'll try as much as possible. The good thing is we're still going to bring you all the action from our multiple cameras. This is the camera that you see on screen that is down on the far side of the gym opposite the student section. This is the student section, and there's a band up there, and you can see there's quite a bit of vibration and raucousness. They're getting down, so to speak. And then this is our main camera, and that is from the floor where I am. But once again, I am not going to be moving that camera tonight. Don't have the extra arms. So what I will try to do is just control everything from the switching and get you all the angles that we can, and hopefully be able to keep up with the scoring and the quarters and all the other things that I'm going to have to do here in order to bring you the broadcast. But I would say most of our broadcasts, even with one person like me, is probably better than anyone else's broadcasts. So sit back, relax, and take in Panther basketball. The Panthers and the Cavaliers are both part of the FAC, the Frontier Athletic Conference, and I've got the most recent standings here. Miami Trace in the lead in the conference, 5-0. They are 9-3 overall. Washington Courthouse follows up 3-1, and they are 8-2 overall. Hillsborough coming in third, or tied for second actually, 3-1. They're 6-3 overall. Jackson 2-3, 8-4 overall. Chillicothe 1-4 and 5-6 overall. And then bringing up the rear, Greenfield McLean 0-5 and 2-9 overall. So those are the most recent conference standings in the FAC. Also trying to keep track of all my communication on my iPhone, so we will see what we can do. I've got the rosters, and I will try as much as possible to identify the action and the people that are involved in that action, the scores, whatever. And if I miss anything, as I said, forgive me, but I think that from our multiple camera action, you'll like that. Here's our main camera action. Or let me put it here. The main camera is here. There's our main camera action. So we have the three cameras as usual in the gym. The student section where the band is, the main floor camera, which you're seeing right now. And there's the student section. And then opposite's the student section where the Trace Panthers are warming up tonight. We've got the other cameras. So all the angles, all the time, right here on CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority. So in most recent action, Chillicothe defeated Western Brown 60-49 on Saturday. Trace beating Zane Trace, which you saw that here on CampusNation.com, 55-46. Adena over Hillsborough 80-57. McLean 41, Athens 39. And then on Friday night, Vinton County 74, McLean 69. and that was in overtime. Bishop Reedy, 64, and Washington Courthouse, 42. Anytime you travel up to Columbus and play any of those teams up there in the Columbus area, you're going to be in for a battle. We have a game tomorrow. We have girls basketball. Once again, they will be hosting the Chillicothe Cavaliers, and that'll be tomorrow night again on Campus Nation. The game will get underway at 6:30 tomorrow night right here from the same gym. We bring you as many, or if all, the home games for the Miami Trace Panthers, both boys and girls. And we are probably the only broadcast unit that has covered more Panther basketball, male and female, than any other broadcast group. So we welcome you into our broadcast tonight. We hope you enjoy it. Just a word down the line here. Ben Ackley, the head coach of Miami Trace boys basketball, still out as a result of the heart attack he suffered a few weeks ago. Brian Southward is operational director, I guess you could say, for the team tonight, and Jeff Smallwood is helping him as well. And then head coach Pat Beard is coming in with Chillicothe. And he has assistant coaches Alex Groh, Lance Stoking, DeMarco Washington, and Herb Washington. Athletic director for Miami Trace. He has been great with helping us out, getting us here so that we can get these games done. And we hope to continue to be able to bring you more of these games without any interruption. I know that there's supposed to be some bad weather coming in. In fact, I think it's supposed to be starting this evening. We're going to have snow overnight. So the only thing I will tell you is sort of watch the Campus Nation website. Normally, these events don't get canceled, but obviously it's a possibility. I'm coming from Wilmington, so I have a little bit more distance to cover than coming out of Washington Courthouse. So if there's any difficulty with the roads, most of it's interstate for me, coming up Interstate 71, but I do have to come out 41. And we have a radio station in Jeffersonville, in Jefferson Township, so I'm up here frequently in not the studio, but the transmitter location here in Fayette County. And right now we're waiting to hear back from the FCC. I've applied for an FCC license, LPFM in Wilmington. We should be hearing about that sometime next month. And if we have that, then that's going to help us as far as our broadcast coverage and some of the stuff that we want to do. We're also looking to talk to some of the local companies that are supplying both cable channels and particularly they're introducing a lot of fiber. Horizon is in Washington Courthouse putting in and installing a lot of fiber. Wilmington is going completely fiber, and Wilmington is going to be a part of I'll call it a consortium. The company that is doing the Wilmington fiber is putting fiber in about 30 other cities, mostly in Ohio. There's a few that they're opening up in Pennsylvania. We're trying to get some opportunity to be on channels on those networks so that we can expand our coverage. We do, as you probably well know, high school, we do college club like the Ohio State Buckeyes football team and their hockey team, and we also do semi-pro. We haven't done it for about 2 years. A lot of that was delayed because of COVID, but we'll be back into that as well. And if you were listening to our broadcast, this last broadcast, you know that we are doing Cedarville baseball, and and that'll be starting, as I understand it, probably in late February, early March. And Cedarville, we covered them last year. We'll be covering them again this year, and hope to have a good season with the Cedarville Indians. We have about 6.5 minutes remaining before this game gets underway. Typically, I would be talking with someone, so as far as killing time, that's basically what I'm doing until this game kicks off. But we'll still bring you all that pageantry that you're seeing as far as we get ready and they're warming up for the game. If you do have any kind of sports experience, particularly we're still in need of some people to help us with our basketball season, but any other sports experience, whether it's any other sport like baseball or track or any of the other sports that you would normally see at the high school level in particular, give us a call, 937-527-6674. Actually, send me a text. That would be a little easier. And I can text you back, and we will talk with you and see if you might want to come in and be on the air with us and do some of our broadcasts with us. Sometimes we run out of people that are talented enough to do it, not just from the standpoint of a voice, but more importantly, having the knowledge, because they're usually coaching or they're doing something, participating in those sports as coaches. And that Travis O'Connor, one of them, Joe Davis, he's vacationing in South Carolina for the second time in about 3 weeks, and he'll be back on the 19th, although he did pick up a basketball refereeing game on the 19th. It's earlier in the day, so he seems to think that he'll be able to get in here, at least by pregame, to do the game with me on the 19th. But in the meantime, I will try as much as possible to get people. I know Travis O'Connor is going to be in, and I'm not really sure which game that is that he's going to do it. Maybe this Friday. But anyway, Travis will be in for a game between now and when Joe gets back. And then any of the other games that we've got here at home at Miami Trace, we'll either try to get someone in to help me with it, or we'll find me doing another solo like I'm doing this evening. So tomorrow we've got a girls basketball contest, and then Friday we have a boys game, and then Saturday we've got another girls game. The boys game this Friday at 7:30, the girls game at 7 on Saturday, the girls game tomorrow night at 7 as well. We usually start right around that time, but that's what we've got coming up in the near future here on Campus Nation as far as Miami Trace boys and girls basketball.
23, arch, finish.
All right, we are getting ready for the national anthem.
Thanks for doing.
Yeah. right, this game is underway. Ball saved from going out of bounds. Panthers are back. Into Adam Guthrie. He didn't take a shot. Out to number 35, Osborne. Shot no good. Rebounded. Another miss. Still no score. Not sure whether it was a timeout or whether there was actually a... No foul. Bodecker's going to be bringing the ball in. Grant Guest going over to take the ball. That'll be passed in. And they're bringing it down the floor now. Ball being worked out to the top of the key. Shot into number 4, May. First 2 points for the Panthers.
Go hard. Look at him. Look at him.
Cavaliers are trying to get inside, and that is blocked. Blocked by Armstrong.
Hey, 4. Get it out. Get in there. 4. Get low.
Sissom bringing it in to number 23, Badger. It's being worked around the perimeter. Number 3, Juan Miller has the ball right now. He's getting ready to try to set up some play.
Beat him. Beat him.
Caden Cox with the ball out at the top of the key. Passes over to the right, trying to get it in to Schism. And that is blocked. That is blocked. Oh, just a little bit too high. Adam is a tall man, but he is not that tall. He would have had to been about 9 feet tall to catch that ball.
Stagger.
So the Cavaliers have the ball again. Top of the key, number 24, Caden Cox, trying to get in underneath. This Miami Trace defense is really tough. In the corner to number 24, Caden Cox. Then out to the top of the key, number 3, Juan Miller trying to penetrate, go in. And then underneath, a miss by number 35, Daniel Schism. Panthers bringing the ball back down the floor. Still up 2-0. Working it around and lost out of bounds off the hands of May. Coming back the other way. You're listening to CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority. I'm Rick Phillips. I'm everything tonight for the broadcast. And we'll try to get someone in here to work with me here in the coming games. Joe Davis will be back on the 19th, and so things will get back to more normal now that he takes his 4-week vacation or whatever it is down there in South Carolina. Cavaliers, and it rolls around and in. 2 points for the Cavs. 2-2 here. 4:18 remaining in this first period of play. is no good. Cavaliers with the ball up now. All tied up 2-all. Works it in, it rolls around the rim. Guthrie gets the ball, and will be coming back down the other way. Bodecker with the ball, over to number 11. Armstrong puts a shot up, he misses. Panthers still retain the ball. Tried to get it back into Guthrie. That's the second time they've tried to pass, but once again, a little too high for Guthrie to be able to snag that and bring it down. He's the go-to guy underneath. Obviously a very formidable figure underneath the basket for the Panthers. Number 3, Juan Miller, bringing the ball up for the Chillicothe Cavaliers. Get ready to set up a play. We're still tied 2-all. Badger with the ball, he loses it. Guthrie knocked it away from him, but they recovered with Chillicothe, lost the handle again, and the ball's out of bounds and coming back to the Panthers. Kind of a slippery ball there. Osborne passes it into Grant Guess. Guess bringing the ball down the floor. Number 3, Grant Guess follows through. 4-2. Back the other way. 2:27 remaining in this first quarter play. And put up and good. That was a good shot there by Schism. Schism is, he's a very imposing figure as well, number 35 there. Panthers with the ball into Guthrie. He's fouled by number 35, Daniel Schism. So Guthrie will be going, I guess, to the line. Let's see. No, it'll just be brought under the basket. A lot of substitutions for both teams. They had to correct. They didn't have Schism as the person with the foul, and so the ref had to come over and make sure that he was credited with the foul. To Guthrie under the basket, and he puts it in. Panthers up 6-4. Chillicothe working the perimeter. Trying to drive, but they just can't take it in. Here's an outside shot for 3. It's good. Panthers down 7-6. First lead for Chile here in this first period of play. Shot put up, no good. Coming back the other way. Shot put up, no good. Panthers bringing it back down the floor quickly. Into Guthrie, but he is being from outside. It's good for 3. Nine to 7 Panthers. Waiting for the last shot. Chile is about 13 seconds on the clock. He traveled. And they picked that up. Carried ball coming back the other way. This will be coming back to the Panthers. They have 11.9 seconds to take advantage of the last shot. Now, do they have a foul?
Who's on 23? 23. He's out. 23. He's out. Come on, get a stop here.
Grant Guest bringing the ball down. 10 seconds. This last shot will be made by the Panthers. Brings it down, number 2. Chillicothe tried a last foul or a last shot. So we're going to the second period of play. Panther cheerleaders. Panthers lead 9-7 going into the second period of play here on Campus Nation. I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm going to get me a Panther burger at the half. I'm a little hungry. Worked up an appetite doing all this work. The work of 3 people. All right. Panthers bringing it in from the side. Osborne with the ball, passes over to Armstrong. Number 3 shoots and banks it off. Grant, yes. 2 more points for the 11-7. He hit the end line. Ball's going to come back to the Panthers. Shot up and no good. Back to the Cavaliers. Mason Buchhammer, number 2. That's who I was looking for.
Hey, now, over here. One back up. Get out there, kid.
Cavaliers top of the key, number 3, Juan Miller. He's got those bright pink shoes on.
Now give it to him.
Oh. Got tied up there. He looks like he's okay. Number 23, Cam Badger. Adam Guthrie waiting to come back in. First shot, no good. Cam Badger. Second shot is good. Panthers with the ball. Shot by number 35, Osborne, was no good. And it's out off of Chillicothe. Panthers will retain possession. Ball into May. Bodecker working it around. Osborne with the ball. Off to Armstrong. Back to Bodecker. In and good by Adam Guthrie. 13-8. Ball's no good. Rebound, Panthers. Bringing it back down. Armstrong with the ball. Into Guthrie. Guthrie's trying to bull his way in. Passes off to number 4, May, who is fouled. May will go to the line since he was in the act of shooting. First shot up. No good. Got some substitutions, 2 for each team. Mayo have his second shot here. It's up and it's good. Trace leads 14-8. Shot by number 13, it's good for 3. That's Stone King. 14-11. Armstrong with the ball at the top of the key. Over to number 24, Bodecker. He tried to drive, just went underneath the basket. Back to Bodecker. Little bunny, no good, but there is. So there's a push on the part of Chillicothe. So the Panthers will have it out under their basket. Armstrong's going to be, or Salyers is going to be tossing it in for the Panthers. Top the key in, into Guthrie, and they've already got another foul on number 12 for Chillicothe, Dom Barron, and they have no answer to Adam Guthrie and the fact that he is such an imposing force underneath this basket. Cavaliers have 3 fouls to the Panthers 1. Into Guthrie, stolen away. Guthrie gets it back, but knocks it out of bounds. So the Cavs will have the ball. Stone King tossing it into number 3, Juan Miller. Juan bringing it up the floor. Tries to drive. Back out to number 24, Caden Cox. Over to number 10, Eblin. Back to Juan, it's stolen away. This is going to be an easy layup. (16-11). Take it away again. Panthers getting it up the floor quick, but they throw it out of bounds. It's probably tipped, it looks like, by Chillicothe. Some of these Chillicothe players, even some of the Panthers, they look a little gassed. They've been up and down the court quite a bit. Guthrie's got the ball. Looks like he wanted to do one of his patented spin moves, but he tosses it out and over to number 24, Bodecker. And then a shot for three by number 22, Salyers.
Smash! Smash!
19-11. .24 puts it in. I think that was two. That was two. Panthers setting up their play. Grant Guest with the ball over to Adam Guthrie. To Bodecker. Back under to Guthrie. Spin, and he's trying to power it up. No foul was called, though. You see the video, you tell me. Guthrie and Daniel Schism. Schism is, they're battling it out under the Panther basket. Back to Guthrie, he's gonna try to put the move. Tosses it over. Back to Guthrie from outside. No good. Chillicothe coach wants them to move a little faster. Caden Cox at the top of the key, over to number 13, Stone King. Eblin with the ball right now. Back to Caden Cox. He's trying to find a way in, and he does this nice little spin, but the ball does not go in, and it's off Schism's hands and back to the Panthers. .156 remaining in this first half. Panthers with the ball, it's short, and it goes out of bounds. 1:44 remaining in this first half of play. Cavaliers will have the ball, and they bring it in. Schism is taking a rest on the bench. He does look like he is gassed. Cavs getting it up the floor, trying to put it underneath. They cannot buy a basket. Miami trace back. And they're going to try to run it up the floor again quickly. Got him trapped. Nice little hop move. It does not fall. And Trace comes up with the ball. The Cavs cannot buy a basket. It hit every part of the rim and still did not go in. Adam Guthrie is resting. Number 3 drives to the basket and puts it in. Grant Guess with that basket. 21-13, and that's a timeout by Chile. Oh, okay, so there is a stoppage in play. They wanted to make sure that the proper check-in was done before they came into the game. Chile bringing the ball up now.
Don't play with him.
25 seconds remaining. They're going to probably go for this last shot. Caden Cox with the ball. Juan Miller trying to go under the basket, back out. Sissom is not in the game right now. Caden Cox trying to move the ball around, takes a shot. It is short. Pass back off to number 15, and it's good. Hammond made that shot. So a good way to go into the locker room. The score at half is Miami Trace 21 and Chillicothe 15. You're watching CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority. And the Trace cheerleaders back out on the floor. I'm going to go see if I can find me a burger. All right, ready. All right, Chili with the ball. I still have a pretzel to eat, so I'm going to have to figure this out. And it's laid in by Sism.
Come on, let's get a stop here.
21-17. Guthrie tried it in, but it was blocked. Chile coming back very quickly, once again. Panthers, for some reason, they have an issue coming out of half these last few games where they let the other team get some pretty quick, easy baskets. 4 picked up very easily by Chillicothe there. It's missed. Put back up, but it's blocked by Schism. He is a very imposing figure there under the basket, much like Guthrie is at the other end. He traveled. Coach not happy with that, but tried to do a spin move and traveled. Shot and missed. Picking up the pace. 21 all. The Panthers take a timeout. Well, we've seen this a few times now. Once when we had a 17-point lead that actually disappeared and we lost. Zane Trace could not make the full comeback, so $21 all. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, I got to change this to the third. Glad I caught that. Charge on Brady Armstrong. Ball's going to come the other way. That's a miss. Back to the Panthers. Trying to eat and talk at the same time, among other things. Look at the ball around, and it's good. Chillicothe bringing the ball down. Tough D by the Panthers. Guthrie with the rebound.
Corner! Hands up, Daniel! Oh,
in and out. Going to stay with the Panthers. Freddie Armstrong brings it in. Into Guthrie. Back out, back into Guthrie. And he powers it up. Powered up and out of bounds off Chile. Panthers look a little gassed as well. Pace has been pretty torrid. Take it away. No good. Back up the court by the Panthers. Into Guthrie. I think they're calling a foul. That was a foul on Stone King. Under the Panther basket.
No, Kaden, you go three. Talk on it. Talk on it.
Guthrie in, up, no good. Back down quickly by Chillicothe. What do we got? I think they're checking to see whether they could call a timeout. Okay, they're giving a timeout to the Cavs. If you don't have possession, normally you cannot call a timeout. But they are giving them a 30-second timeout. Southward's not too happy, but he's not making a big deal about it. .307 remaining in the third quarter of play. Panthers up 25-21. Chile will have it down on their end. Cam Badger almost threw it away. Ball is out of bounds. Panthers will have it.
You got 22. Come on, Blue. Get stopped, Blue. Come on.
Osborne will be passing it in to Grant Guess. Bringing it up. In and under and through. 27-21. There's a foul. Chillicothe is wasting absolutely no time getting it down the floor. Well, I finished my pretzel. I finished my Panther burger. Wash it down with a little Pepsi. And to the, great. 27-23. Back up the floor for the Panthers. Osborne with the ball at the top of the key. Bodecker had set a screen. Bodecker under the, he's fouled. Austin Bodecker. Little tap on the hand. That was pretty easy to see. Watching CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority, with Rick Phillips. Their shot no good. Well, I feel refreshed now that I have my Panther burger and my salted pretzel. Good eats here at Miami Trace. Second one's good. 28-23. Caden Cox almost lost the ball game. Into Sism. Sism is trying that turn, that spin, cannot get it under the basket. Caden Cox back with the ball, then off to Juan Miller. Sism in, no good. Air ball. Out to the top of the key to number 22, Salyers. And then up and under. Number 24, Bodecker. That makes it an even 30-23, 7-point lead. I think this is the largest lead that we have had tonight of any team. Certainly the student section, they're up, they're happy. Don't forget, tomorrow night we'll be right back here doing it all over again. Maybe I'll have someone working with me, maybe not, but I'll handle it. Game tomorrow night starts at 6:30, Campus Nation time. Girls basketball against these same Cavaliers, only the female version. Panthers are putting some pressure on Chillicothe. They don't want them running wild like they have been. Still get it down the floor. Number 15 with a shot, no good. Back off to the Panthers. Bryson Osborne with the ball, top of the key. Try to pass underneath, led him a little too far. Chillicothe's going to have the ball. But it's stolen away and put up and missed and put back up by number 24, Bodecker. Is our coach animated or what, folks? 32-23. Locked. Panthers are taking hold here. They're taking over. Osborne at the top of the key with the ball. Off to Bodecker. He shoots and misses. At the end of the period, we're going into the fourth quarter of play. Miami Trace 32, Chillicothe 23. Once again, coming out of the first half into the second half, it got very tight. In fact, the score, I think, was tied up 21-21. May even have gone Chili's way by a couple points. But the Panthers have pulled away here in the third quarter. They lead 32-23 now in the fourth quarter. 8 minutes left in this ball game. Their cheerleaders, they're getting down, aren't they? With the help of the pep band. Very peppy. So the Panthers are taking it out. Center court line. Grant Guest bringing the ball up. They were looking for Guthrie. Up, thrown away. They didn't catch, it was touched by a Chile player. I don't know whether they're going to correct it or not. They are giving it to I'm not sure. Oh, so they're saying that Grant Guest had touched the ball. Coach Southward not having any of it. As you can see, he's a little animated. Chile bringing it down. Number 24, Caden Cox, top of the key. Over to number 15, Hammond. Back over to Caden Cox. They're trying to find a way to penetrate this impenetrable defense of the Miami Trace. Back out number 13 with a three. 32-26 now. It's tipped. Chile bringing it down quickly once again. Takes it in, it's blocked by Guthrie. Good block, Adam Guthrie. Chillicothe will have the ball under their basket. And it's turned over. Back to the Panthers. Guthrie with the ball underneath the basket. Sism trying to stop him, but he can't. 34-26. Top of the key. Shot no good. Guthrie with the rebound. Bringing it back down the floor are the Panthers. Grant Guest trying to drive the basket. He's mugged. Oh, they say he traveled. He was mugged. He was sandwiched on both sides. Can't even call that good defense. And Coach Southward, I think he agrees with me. Top of the key, no good. The foul is on Hammond. Panthers bringing the ball in. Little shot, no good. Trying to bring it down the floor fast. Oh, that's the only problem with trying to get it down too fast. Uncontrolled, and they threw it out of bounds. Good idea, just bad execution. Panthers are going to take their time bringing it back up the floor, besides being a little tired, I would imagine. We have been back and forth, back and forth. Guthrie with the ball. Driving, Osborne misses. And it's coming back to the Cavaliers. Stone King's going to be tossing the ball in. He gets it into number 24, Caden Cox. Cox bringing the ball back up. Chillicothe looking a little bit more deliberate this time, not trying to go off kind of crazed. But good defense by the Panthers. And the ball goes back the other direction. Good defense. Osborne with the ball, bringing the ball up. Driving to the basket. Nice move. Missed. Here we go again. 23 makes the ball, makes it or misses it. And we're back the other direction. Guthrie. It's good. 10-point lead, 36-26. Once again, I think that Chillicothe is just a little bit too sporadic, not very deliberate, and causing issues there. Put back up, missed. All right, Chillicothe coming back down. See what they've got in store here. Top of the keys, number 13, Stone King. Back to Stone King. Dribbling around, trying to come underneath the basket. Takes a little shot. It is good. Chillicothe takes time out. 3:44 remaining in this game. It's Miami Trace Panthers 36, Chillicothe, the Cavaliers 28. You're watching CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority. I'm Rick Phillips. All these guys look gassed. The pace has been fairly torrid, as you can see from our broadcast. Up and down the floor, up and down the floor. And 36-28 is not a huge score on either side. So you know they've been doing a lot more running than they have been scoring. Panthers going to bring the ball, and there's going to be a full court press applied by the Cavaliers. This will backfire because it might just cause more time to come off the clock. Osborne, he's happy to be out and keeping it out. Back underneath. Shots not taken by Salyers. Armstrong. Ball turned over. We got a foul. Grant Guest coming in for the Panthers. Coming out, number 11, Brady Armstrong. 3:06 remaining in this ball game, 36-28. Ball almost taken away, and it is a foul, and it's a push, and the ball came off the foot of number 23. Looks like he's okay. Getting a little wild out there. Caden Cox will be tossing the ball in. What do we got? Panthers applying pressure. They've got everyone manned up. Ball comes in to number 12, Barron. He's at the top of the key, passes over to number 23, Cam Badger. Cam takes a shot. So we got a foul. So there's going to be 2 shots. Number 23 will be taking those shots, Cam Badger. 2:44 remaining in this fourth quarter, final quarter of the game, unless we go into overtime. First is a miss. Can't afford, when you've got the clock stopped and you've got an ability to start putting some points on the board, can't afford to make those misses, but he didn't on the second one. 36-29. Panthers in the lead. Looks like they're giving him another shot. So the bonus. And that's good. 36-30. Miami Trace bringing in number 11, Brady Armstrong, back in. Austin Bodecker is going to be tossing the ball in for the Panthers. Everyone's manned up, man to man. Full court Chillicothe Cavaliers press. Panthers bringing the ball up now. Just popped in there. Can't afford to do that. 38-30. Caden Cox at the top of the key, trying to dish off to, and it looks like Guthrie pulled the ball out. And there's a foul. Stone King with the foul, number 13. Going to the line will be Bryson Osborne. First shot up for Bryson is good. Tom Barron coming out. Coming in, Cooper Stone King. Second shot up and off. But Adam Guthrie with the rebound. Panthers still have the ball, 39-30. Working the ball around. Grant Guest with the ball. They're not interested in actually making a shot. They're just interested in running time off the clock. Adam Bodecker with the ball. Passes over to number 35, Bryson Osborne. Back over to number 24, Bodecker. He's driving the basket, but he goes under and comes back out. Out to Grant Guest. And they went ahead and fouled with 1:32 remaining. Panthers bring the ball in. Number 24 with the ball, Bodecker. They foul quickly again. They want to get him to the line. Caden Cox with the foul. So Bryson Osborne will go to the line. He gets to shoot 2. As you may or may not know, there are no 1-and-1s anymore. They're trying to determine who actually committed the foul. Okay, so number 24, Bodecker, is going to the line. Osborne with the big smirk on his face. First one's good. I guess it didn't matter. I think the Chillicothe coaching staff thought that something was going on strange here. Bodecker with his second, and it's good. Chillicothe cannot take a lot of time. 1:20 remaining in this ball game, and it's stolen away. It's going to be an easy one, and it goes up and in. Bodecker with that basket. Chile coming back down. Shot with 1 minute to play, nothing. Chile retains the ball. Three-pointer up and good. So Chillicothe takes a timeout with 51.9 seconds remaining in this ball game. Panthers are up 43-33, and even 10 points separate these two teams. With 51.9 seconds, it would take a major miracle for Chillicothe to come back. We'll see what Chillicothe, the Cavaliers, have up their sleeve for the last 51.9 seconds. Panthers are coming out on the floor now. Panthers will be bringing the ball in. Adam Guthrie is going to be tossing it in. Got a foul. Foul's on number 13, Stone King. It's on Guthrie. Guthrie will be going to the line. And Guthrie, I'm not going to hex him, but I have heard that he's a pretty good foul shooter. Davis is always on me about hexing our players. First one is good by Guthrie. See, I told you. 44-33, 11-point lead by the Panthers. 47.4 seconds. Second one no good by Guthrie. Rebound Sism. Panthers bringing it down quickly. Sism's got to get that ball in, and it's put up. Good play. Foul called on the Cavs. They were trying to say that when he was mugged, that he traveled. Right? Fans in the fan stands, still standing. Looks like we've got Paul O'Neill there. First one no good. 32 seconds remaining in this ball game. 44-35. Panthers in the lead. Make it 45-35. Tried to put it up and under. No good. Panthers with the ball. I think they're calling the dogs off. There's just not enough time to make any kind of comeback. 12 seconds. Panthers content with just letting the time run out. And that's the game. Final score from Mine to Trace. Panthers 45, the Cavaliers 35. I'm going to collect some cameras, and in the meantime, what we will see is whether we do an interview tonight. We'll wait and see what happens. But I'll go get my cameras, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, Mike's been good. He told me not to worry about it. I'll be here.
Coach. I won't.
I thought you were packing up.
No, well, I do try to get as much I can packed up. I'm all by myself tonight, but glad that you could come over and talk with me.
Yeah.
So what did you think of the effort from your guys?
Very, very good effort tonight. It's like I was telling them on the other video. It's just Chillicothe. Chillicothe's Chillicothe. They always want to come in here, and they're just not an easy play.
Right.
They might be 1-4 in the league, but like I said, against us, they always play us very, very tough. They just want to come in here, and the boys don't, and Chillicothe boys just don't care. That's why they want to come in here, and they play very hard, and that's what we responded to them tonight.
And it is a league game.
It's a league game. They're 1-4.
Right.
But they're a lot better 1-4 team. They just went and they've won 3 or 4 straight here lately against some very good teams. I know they lost 1 against Maumee Valley, but they were supposed to get beat there.
So we've had the last, I think, 3 games that we've done coming out of the first half. We've been a little lethargic in the second half, and we've allowed the other team to catch us. I think tonight it was 21-21. They came out and they hit several shots right off the bat. And so does that bother you at all? I know it must.
It does. It does. I always tell them in halftime sometimes that the first 3 minutes is a very, very crucial point of the third quarter. We have to come out and be ready to play the first 3 minutes.
Right. You don't want to give the other team any hope of
coming back. But they came
back.
out. I wanted to take a timeout when it was 4-0 run, but I waited. Then all of a sudden it went 6, so I had to take one. But then we come down here and we set some pluckable plays up, and we got the ball underneath. I know they were doubling Adam, so we had to go ahead and we put Bodecker underneath there because there was someone else shorter than him. So we got Adam out of there and got Bodecker in there. Well, I think we went and made 3 straight layups, I believe.
And they've got that big guy, Sism.
35.
35. He's a big guy, too. And he was all over Adam all night. So
they were doubling down on Adam a lot. And I knew they were going to do that. So Adam got the ball, and he kicked it out awful well tonight, too, for our guys for a three-pointer. I don't know if he made one or not.
So I think we have you again on Saturday.
Friday.
Okay,
yes, we got Friday. Greenfield.
That's right. Greenfield McLean will be coming in. So what do you think about them?
They're, like I was telling Sosa, they're 0-5, and I don't know what they did in the league. But I don't know what they did tonight. I forget where they were at tonight. And but the last 2 games they've played, I think they've scored close to 70 or 80 points.
Right. It looked like they were scoring some points.
But they've lost a lot of kids. But it hasn't bothered them. I mean, they've came out and they've played, but it don't matter what their record is. We always got to come out and be ready to play.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to Friday night's game. We'll see you again. Thanks for taking some time.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, this is Rick Phillips for CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority. Want to thank everybody for staying tuned, watch the interview, and staying with us. We will be back again tomorrow night. 6:30 is the time for the girls' game. They will also be playing these Cavaliers. So for Miami Trace, this is Rick Phillips. Good night, everybody.